Good evening. You're watching To The Point. I'm Gaurav Sawant. There is a massive political controversy that's erupted over Prime Minister Narendra Modi's security breach in Punjab. The BJP has accused the Congress party of blocking the Prime Minister's rally, termed the security breach an attempt to assassinate the Prime Minister of India. The Congress, of course, has rejected the charge and claimed that the BJP is blaming it only after the party failed to get crowds for the Prime Minister's rally at Bathinda. Our Punjab Bureau gets us a top story.
It's the biggest security breach in recent years. Protesters blocked the convoy of the Indian Prime Minister in Punjab. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cavalcade was stalled for 20 minutes when he was on his way to address a rally and inaugurate a slew of projects in Bathinda. The security lapse has triggered the latest face-off in poll-bound Punjab. The BJP is training all its guns on the Congress government in Punjab, accusing them of willfully blocking the Prime Minister's rally. BJP President JP Nadda took to Twitter and accused the Charanjit Singh Channi government of giving protesters access to the Prime Minister's route. This was when the Punjab DGP had assured the route is clear. Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi denied all the allegations and said that the Prime Minister's security personnel were informed about the blockade.
हेलीपैड से हेलीकॉप्टर पे जाना था, अचानक प्रोग्राम सड़क पे जाने का बनाया गया, जो कि प्रोग्राम में नहीं था, पहले से नहीं था। सेफ साइड के लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी को बोला गया कि आप पीछे आ जाएं, हम अदर रूट या बाई हेलीपैड आपको ले चलते हैं, लेकिन उन्होंने वापस जाने का फैसला किया।
BJP's IT chief Amit Malviya called the security breach an assassination attempt. Malviya called the Congress unable to defeat Prime Minister Modi in elections, was resorting to unconstitutional means to eliminate him.
पंजाब की पुण्य धरती पर कांग्रेस के खूनी इरादे नाकाम रहे।
लेकिन पंजाब सरकार ने बीच रास्ते में ही हाथ खड़े कर दिए कि हम सुरक्षा नहीं दे सकते, तो भी हम वापस गए हैं। जहां सुरक्षा नाम की चीज नहीं है, जहां कानून का राज नहीं है, वो हमारी बात सत्य हुई।
पंजाब के अंदर जिस तरह से आज प्रधानमंत्री जी की रैली के अंदर सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच हुआ, बहुत बड़ी सेंध लगी। ये कोई अचानक नहीं हुआ, मैं बार बार कहता रहा और मैं फिर आज कहने जा रहा हूं। कांग्रेस एक डिजाइंड कॉन्स्पिरेसी के तरीके से, एक डिजाइन मॉडल के तरीके से हमें पूरी दुनिया में बदनाम करती आई और करना चाहती है।
Congress has rejected the charges. It claims the BJP is blaming it after failing to attract crowds for its rally in Bathinda.
Punjab witnessed an unprecedented political drama by a BJP which has lost return on its face, which has been rejected by the people of Punjab.
हमारी सुरक्षा व्यवस्था में किसी तरह की कोई कमी नहीं है कि जो किसान है वो बीजेपी के खिलाफ हैं और वो वहाँ पर प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे, और प्रधानमंत्री जी का अचानक मौसम खराब होने की वजह से वो जो बाई रूट जो है वो काफिला चला था, रास्ते में उन्होंने प्रदर्शन किया और कुछ समय के लिए उन्हें रुकना पड़ा।
The BJP's former ally in Punjab, the Akali Dal, called the security breach a failure of the state government.
प्राइम मिनिस्टर का जो काफिला था वो रास्ते में रुका, बहुत गंभीर इशू। ये स्टेट में 100% लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कोलैप्स होने का आपके सामने सबूत है, और हम पहले दिन से कह रहे हैं कि स्टेट की लॉ एंड ऑर्डर व्यवस्था जो है फेल हो चुकी है।
As the center-state blame game ensues over the breach, the question arises: who is responsible for the lapse in security of the head of the Indian state? And more importantly, should the Prime Minister's security become a tool for electoral politics? Bureau Report, India Today.
News just coming in. The Bharatiya Janata Party has now asked the Election Commission to take cognizance of the Prime Minister's security breach in Punjab. The Punjab BJP chief Ashwini Sharma has told India Today that the Prime Minister's security detail was not informed about the blockade on the road. The BJP also wants clarity on the issue of why did the Punjab police give an all clear to the Prime Minister's cavalcade if there was a blockade on the road. Let's listen in to Ashwini Sharma.
जहाँ तक प्रधानमंत्री जी की रैली का सवाल है, जहाँ बीजेपी की वर्किंग का सवाल है, ये 24 घंटे 7 दिन चलने वाली पार्टी है। पीछे आंदोलन चल रहा था, उसके बावजूद भी पार्टी के कार्यक्रम यथावत रूप से चलते रहे हैं। लेकिन चुनाव एक उत्सव रहता है जिसमें सभी पार्टियों को रैली करनी होती है। जब वो सुरक्षित ही नहीं होगा तो चुनाव कैसे होगा? तो इसलिए चुनाव आयोग को संज्ञान लेना चाहिए इस विषय पे।
And more reactions coming in.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जब आज पंजाब के फिरोजपुर में कार्यक्रम में शामिल होने जा रहे थे, तब उनकी सुरक्षा के मामले में एक बहुत बड़ी चूक का मामला सामने आया है। ऐसे में यह पूरी घटना पंजाब की सिक्योरिटी और साथ ही साथ पंजाब की सरकार पर बहुत बड़े सवाल खड़े करती है। इस पूरे मुद्दे पर, इस पूरी घटना पर हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए मौजूद हैं केंद्रीय मंत्री प्रहलाद पटेल जी। प्रहलाद जी, सबसे पहले तो हमें बताइए कि इस पूरी घटना को आप किस तरह से देखते हैं?
मेरा एक लंबा राजनीतिक जीवन है। मैं 32 साल से संसद में हूँ। मेरी स्मृति में कभी भी ऐसे दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण समाचार सुनने में मुझे नहीं आए। प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा में सेंध का मतलब है कि वहाँ की राज्य सरकार की नैतिक और संवैधानिक जो जिम्मेदारियां होती है उसकी विफलता का प्रमाण पत्र है। प्रधानमंत्री किसी पार्टी का नहीं होता। मैं जितना इंसर्जेंसी के क्षेत्रों में सुरक्षा के कारणों को जितना मैं समझता हूँ, जब पंजाब में चरम आतंकवाद था तब मुझे पंजाब में जाने का मौका मिला है 90 में। वो एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सीमा से सटा हुआ राज्य है। पंजाब की परिस्थितियों को सारे लोग जानते हैं। उसके बाद प्रधानमंत्री के काफिले को 20 मिनट तक एक जगह पर रुक जाना, मुझे लगता है ये अक्षम्य अपराध है। 2 ही कारण मुझे लगते हैं। एक तो या तो मुख्यमंत्री जिम्मेदारी लेकर पद छोड़े, या फिर ऐसी सरकार जो इस पूरी विफलता में शामिल है या इस साजिश में शामिल है उसको रहने का अधिकार नहीं है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
सर, ऐसे में कितने बड़े सवाल खड़े करते हैं ये सारी चीज़ें पंजाब की सरकार पर और साथ ही साथ उनके द्वारा प्रोवाइड की गई सिक्योरिटी पर भी, क्योंकि जहां तक इन सभी चीज़ों का मामला है, ऐसे में जब कोई प्रधानमंत्री जैसा व्यक्ति स्टेट में आता है तो जिम्मेदारी होती है स्टेट की कि वो पूरी तरह से सुनिश्चित करे कि सिक्योरिटी के सारे प्रोटोकॉल्स का पालन किया जा रहा है। ऐसे में इस तरह की घटना होना, क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
इसलिए मैंने कहा कि ये अक्षम्य अपराध है और मुझे लगता है कि मोटे तौर पर देश को समझना चाहिए कि जब भी किसी भी वीआईपी का, खास करके प्रधानमंत्री स्तर का हो या जेट प्लस सुरक्षा में जो लोग रहते हैं उनकी बात हो, जब भी रूट चेंज किया जाता है तो उसकी जानकारी सिर्फ राज्य सरकार के पुलिस अधिकारी को होती है और जो उस वीआईपी का घेरा होता है उसको पता होता है। उसके बीच में उस रास्ते में किसी प्रदर्शनकारी का आ जाना, मुझे लगता है ये साजिश के अलावा संभव नहीं है। अन्यथा जो रूट फिक्स होता है तो कई बार होता है कि चलिए उसकी जानकारी हो गई, ये रूट लगा है। अन्यथा, और प्रधानमंत्री दिल्ली में भी जाते हैं तो 2 रास्ते चयनित होते हैं, दोनों पर फोर्स होती है। कहाँ से प्रधानमंत्री जाएंगे जो कोई कंफर्म नहीं कर सकता है, और इसलिए वैकल्पिक रास्ते पर ऐसा हो जाना ये पूरी तरह से साजिश है, इसको कोई इनकार नहीं कर सकता।
सर, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जब अपने काफिले के साथ उस रूट से गुजरने वाले थे, उससे कुछ समय पहले ही सभी जो ऑफिसर थे उन्होंने अपने सीनियर अधिकारियों को बता दिया कि था कि रास्ता पूरी तरह से साफ है, रूट क्लियर है और अब कैवलकेड आसानी से जा सकता है। तो ऐसे में कैसे वो प्रदर्शनकारी वहां तक पहुंचे और इतनी बड़ी चूक हुई?
ये इसके लिए एमएचए ने राज्य सरकार से पूरी घटना की जानकारी मांगी है। रिपोर्ट आने दीजिए, रिपोर्ट आने के बाद ही इन बातों का खुलासा होगा। लेकिन एक बात बड़ी साफ है कि जो दोषी लोग हैं उनको किसी भी कीमत पर बख्शा नहीं जाना चाहिए, और मैं दोषी किसी और को नहीं मानता है। वहाँ के राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री से कम पर जिम्मेदारी ये तय नहीं हो सकती, और जो सरकार है वो पूरी तरह से पूरी सरकार जिम्मेदार है। कोई ये नहीं कह सकता कि मुझे नहीं पता या किसी और को नहीं पता। प्रधानमंत्री का प्रवास पूरी सरकार की जवाबदेही है, इसे कोई इनकार नहीं कर सकता।
सर, ये भी बात सामने आई है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जाते जाते ये भी कहा है कि चन्नी को संदेश दे देना मुख्यमंत्री जो है कि मैं जिंदा बचकर वापस आ गया हूँ।
मुझे लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री का ये कहना, ये देश इस बात को सुन रहा है और देश इसे कभी ऐसी गलतियों को क्षमा नहीं करेगा जो पंजाब की सरकार ने की है। और मुझे लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री जैसे गंभीर व्यक्ति को अगर ये एक लाइन कहनी पड़ी है, हम सब के लिए वो बड़ी सदमे जैसी है। और मैं समझता हूं कि हिंदुस्तान का कोई भी नागरिक, यहाँ सवाल पार्टी, जाति और धर्म का नहीं है, देश के प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा के साथ ऐसा खिलवाड़ ये अक्षम्य अपराध है, इसे मैं बार बार कहूंगा।
पर इस पूरी घटना से जिस तरह का संदेश प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने दिया है, जो संदेश सामने आ रहा है, उससे ये भी है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी भी खुद काफी नाराज हैं इस पूरी घटना से।
देखिए, उदारता को या संवेदनशीलता को कमजोरी नहीं समझनी चाहिए किसी को, ये बात ध्यान में रखनी होगी।
आगे क्या सर कुछ एक्शन लिया जाएगा इस पे? किस तरह की कमेटी बनाई जाएगी? क्या कुछ किया जाएगा इस पे आगे?
मुझे लगता है कि MHA ने पूरी घटना की जानकारी और रिपोर्ट मांगी है, उसका इंतजार हम सबको करना चाहिए।
And the BJP has questioned the Punjab government. Why was the Prime Minister's security detail given a false clearance of all clear if there was a blockade on the road? Who leaked the Prime Minister's security route to the protesters? Why did the state government not respond to efforts to secure the Prime Minister? Why did Congress leaders erupt with joy over these breach? Joining me now on India Today, the finest team of reporters on ground and our senior editors for analysis. I have Executive Editor Shiv Arur with me. I have Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu and Manjeet Sehgal joining us from Ground Zero. Manjeet, the route that the Prime Minister was supposed to take, if it was sanitized, how did protesters get there? What's the Punjab Police's explanation?
Well, Gaurav, the MHA has said that the clearance was sought from the Punjab Director General of Police, who had assured that the route has been sanitized and it is clear. The Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi also told the reporters that he had taken the stock of the situation himself, and it was around 2 o'clock last night that he spoke to the DGP and also to other police officials here at Firozpur, who had assured that there are no protesters on the route. But suddenly, when Prime Minister decided to move on the road, protesters were seen at various places, not only at Piriana village alone, Gaurav, but at various places where they were protesting. Sources are telling us that they had full knowledge about the movement of the Prime Minister's cavalcade, which was stopped at a place at a flyover where the protesters gathered in large numbers. They were seen shouting slogans, and police failed to clear the road. That is why Prime Minister was compelled to.
Police failed to clear the road. In fact, there are some images that we will put out shortly after due verification that are extremely alarming. How close had these protesters come to the Prime Minister's cavalcade? It could have been extremely dangerous. Kamal, you've been speaking to your sources both in the Punjab Police and in the Ministry of Home Affairs. Where was the breach? How did the Punjab Police give an all clear if there wasn't an all clear? And why was the Punjab Police or the Chief Minister not responding to the SPG?
Well, Chief Minister Channi has tried to clear the air, but definitely more questions about Punjab Police and his own personal behavior as far as the entire incident is concerned. Questions mark being raised as why, especially if in advance they knew about the Prime Minister's program. There's a liaison which is being done by the SPG as well as the various security agencies. BSF was involved, Punjab Police was involved. There were 10,000 cops on ground. And despite all this, the protesters actually managed to stop the convoy, block his convoy, causing a huge security breach, raising question marks. Now, there have been instances of sacrilege, lynching, bomb blast. So question mark being raised even from point of view of Bikram Singh Majithia case. Now pressure seems to be adding on Punjab Police as to why they were not able to clear, and especially if the information was shared with the SPG and a green signal was given to start from Bhatinda Airport towards the National Martyr Memorial. Why was there a blockade, and why was police not successful in removing those protesters? How did they come really close to Prime Minister's convoy? These are several questions, and now Channi government in a damage control has not only expressed regret, but they've also said that willing to look into security lapses. Clearly, he's also hit out at the BJP, saying if there were 700 people present when 70,000 chairs were kept, that is also a jibe that he's made. So clearly a political controversy breaking out. The BJP at the throat of the Congress party in Punjab.
This is far too serious, Shiv, to be a political controversy. This is security of the Prime Minister of India. If if the blue book is not followed, it's a very, very serious lapse, Shiv.
It already is a terrible lapse, and I completely second what Kamaljit has just said, Gaurav. The amount of politics and jeering, disgusting teenage level politics that has sort of seeped into this entire conversation over this very serious incident. I've already completely lost faith over whether we will see any kind of conclusivity as far as what really happened. You've got the Congress saying, how's the Josh? You've got the Congress elsewhere saying that the Prime Minister is acting like Kangana Ranaut. You've got various other leaders like Digvijay Singh saying this is dramebazi. It's very clear that the Congress is showing zero commitment whatsoever to actually delivering the truth. There is a popular phrase, the buck stops with, Gaurav. And in this particular case, the buck, as far as the Prime Minister's security on the ground, the sanitization of his youth, and the guarantee and assurance that he goes from point A to point B to conduct his election activities in a peaceful way, lies only and only with the state government. There is no argument. There's no debate on who the buck stops with. Having said that, given that the only action that has been taken so far by the Congress is to point and mock at the Prime Minister, as if this is some kind of television debate on some North Korean channel, rather than the very serious business of the personal security of the Indian Prime Minister. Doesn't have to be Narendra Modi. The fact that it's the Prime Minister of India makes it something way beyond politics. But the very fact that the only action that has been taken, apart from all these juvenile comments from the Congress Biradari, is the fact that the SSP of Firozpur has been sacked. I agree with Smriti Irani when she says this is a pawn that has been sacrificed. What about the senior leaders? What about the DGP? What about the senior, senior functionaries and liaisons between the state government and the police? Where is, he is not part of the government, but where, for instance, is Navjot Singh Sidhu, who has so many things to say about everything? How come he's so completely silent at this point of time? So lots of questions need to be asked at this point, Gaurav, because this is about security and not about politics.
It indeed is about security. And Kamal, you cover the Ministry of Home Affairs. You cover internal security in our country. The Prime Minister was barely 10 kilometers from the international border, from a hostile Pakistan. We've had drone threats. He was on top of a flyover. It just shows that how vulnerable the Prime Minister of India was at that point of time. Is that seriousness visible on ground in finding out lapses? Who gave the all clear? Why was all clear given? How could vehicles come on the road after an all clear? If you didn't want to, why were the vehicles not stopped from breaching the Prime Minister's sanitized route?
Well, the international border is not too far away from where Prime Minister Narendra Modi was. But what is also evident is that when Prime Minister went in there, he knew about the threats, whether it's regarding the drones, which we've seen at the IB for quite some time now. There have been certain other instances where there are narco-terror. But remember, Khalistani extremist groups like SFJ have also threatened. They actually announced an online reward. So there were intelligence inputs regarding protesters, regarding Khalistani extremist groups making all those kind of announcements. And despite 10,000 cops on ground, boots on ground, despite all of that, we've seen this kind of security lapse really happening, putting a question mark on Punjab Police. Now, the part of it is a damage control which Charanjit Singh Channi has done. The other part is what really happens. As several people are saying, will heads roll on the top? Or will a smaller officer, SSP rank officer, be sacrificed for this entire thing? Again, question marks being raised as to how and why the program was leaked. How come the farmers knew where to really come? There were noises if you see the video and hear them out clearly. Yes. But question marks also being raised by the Congress party on the thin crowd, especially at the Prime Minister's rally in Firozpur. Okay. One of the questions they're trying to say is being stage managed. So allegations, counter allegations, but the serious question remains regarding the Prime Minister's security
allegations and counter allegations. It's the Prime Minister's security after all. Can't have politics with the Prime Minister of India's security, especially when the country has lost two Prime Ministers, one in office and the other out of office. It cannot be a subject of political blame game. We will continue to track developments on the story very closely. Will accountability be fixed appropriately? A quick break. Rahul Kanwal comes up next with the news track. Stay with us.